Hello, this is Shabnoor Faez. Good morning and welcome to the class, everybody. How are you all doing? Good. So today we are going to read a story, but first let's watch a short video clip, all right? So, are you familiar with this character? Oh, you do know about him. Excellent. So, how did you learn about Robin Hood? Did you watch a movie or drama or cartoon series based on Robin Hood before? Nice, so did I. I watched the entire series of Robin Hood when I was young. So tell me, what do you know about Robin Hood? Okay, so in today's class, we will read a story about Robin Hood. Along the way, we will be learning new vocabulary words, use of regular verbs in past tense in sentences, and also focus on particular parts of speech, and that's adjective. Okay, after reading, you will get engaged in analyzing the story as well as getting involved in different class activities, exercises, group discussions, and at the end of the class, you will give short quizzes. Okay. All right. I also like to inform you that you will submit a draft of a book report in the next class, and you will have the opportunity to review each other's work via Google Docs. After that, you will be given the chance to revise it again and email the final copy by the end of the week. Okay? Now, let's have a brief discussion about the protagonist and the history of the story. There have been many variations of the story of Robin Hood, and in some versions of the legend, Robin Hood was depicted as a noble person, and in modern retellings, he was sometimes depicted as an outlaw. As you have already guessed it, the protagonist of this story is Robin Hood, who is the leader of a band of men who are outlaws hiding from the sheriff of Nottingham. Okay, so before we start reading, please open the PDF file which I emailed you earlier, and here you will find list of vocabularies from the text with meanings, synonyms, and examples. Okay, I'm going to read out the first word, all right? The first word is outlaw. The meaning is a person who has broken the law. And the synonyms are, yes, fugitive, criminal, outcast. Yes, an example is some of the fugitives fled justice after being convicted. All right. Please read out the rest in later in the class. Okay. All right. Now, when you are going to read the text, I also want you to highlight the words which you may find a bit difficult to understand, and you can check Merriam-Webster dictionary app on your laptop or on your mobile. All right. In addition to this, I want you to identify the verbs in past tense and also detect adjectives as you read. Let's talk a bit about regular verbs in simple past tense. Regular past simple forms are formed by adding ed to the infinitive of the verb. For example, start, started, kill, killed. Yes. Next, you know what adjective is, right? Okay, can you give me a few examples? Great. So we know about adjectives, right? It is a word that modifies or describes a noun or a pronoun. For example, I'm a wonderful teacher. Here, the adjective is wonderful. You all agree with me? Okay. Now, the class is divided into two groups already, right? As you know that I actually posted on Facebook the list of your names and put you into two separate groups. That's group A and group B. So sit accordingly. Good. Now open the PDF file of the story which I emailed you just before the class. As you see, Group A, you got the first part of the story, and Group B, you got the second half of the story. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to finish up reading. Okay, thank you. Now again, let's pair up Group A students with Group B students. Great. Now, please, the students who knows the first part of the story, please share it with your fellow classmates. And after you are done, the students who read the second half of the story, please tell the story to your partners. As you notice, there is no mention of the title. Can you guess what could be the title? I see many of you are raising hands. Shirin, could you tell me? Okay, good. Why did you choose it? Great. Anybody else? Okay, so thank you. The title of the reading is Robin Hood and the Golden Arrow. So, what do you think about the characters and the plot? Do you find the reading interesting? Nice. As I have informed you, you will submit a book report, right? First, I'm going to give you two writing prompts. I'm writing them down on the board. Now, all of you, please choose either one of them. I'm going to give you 2 minutes for that. So the topic you chose for the book report is Robin Hood is an outlaw, yet he is the hero of the people. I'm going to give you few minutes to brainstorm and think the reasons why do you consider him as a tragic hero. Are there specific characteristics that you like about him? What are the evidences? Can you back them up with the information based on the text? All right. While doing so, please free write your points of views that you prefer to include in your assignments on Google Docs. Please use appropriate adjectives that define best to the character. Okay, I'm going to share few ideas. Please feel free to note them down if you like. All right. I think he's kind. To support my statement, I'd like to say that he did not keep the money to himself and gave away to the poor. I also think that Robin Hood was genius. Why do you think I chose this particular adjective? Well, as from the reading, I can say that he protected his fellow men with excellent hiding strategy, don't you think? Okay, so few minutes have passed. Now, class, as you are already in pairs, I want you to exchange new ideas with your classmates and have a discussion. Don't worry, I'll be here to guide you if needed. Now, class, to organize your ideas, I want you to make an outline. Before we do that, let's talk briefly about how to create an outline. As you have gathered plenty of ideas, I want you to please make a list of the main ideas and supporting points and now write them down accordingly by using eDrawMind. On Facebook, I notified you to download it. Have you done it? Good. So let's work together. I'm opening mine as well and going to share my main idea in the box, okay? You have seen how I have done it, right? Just like that, please open eDrawMind and just write down your main ideas over here by checking your writing on Google Docs, okay? All right. So after you're done, select and drag them to the main topic of the assignment. Next, write down the list of the supporting points again and later place them under the main ideas. You can consult with your fellow classmates, and if you think you need to rearrange your ideas, please feel free to do so. Now that you are done, please bring the first draft in the next class. And for this, you don't need to worry much about the grammar. Just focus on the content, okay? Also, you can look up articles on the internet if you want, and you can include references of the actions of the characters from the other stories to justify your argument, okay? I'll send you an email of a model of my previous students' work. I hope this will help you to use it as a guideline for your homework. But please do not copy the content. I do not like plagiarism in my class. All right? Okay. Last of all, please check the slide. I want you to follow these instructions when you do your assignment, okay? I'm going to read them out for you, all right? The assignment should be no more than 250 words. You will use a minimum of 5 vocabulary words or synonyms of the chosen words from the text in your writing. You will use appropriate adjectives, minimum 5, relevant to the content. You will write an essay consisting of 3 parts: an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Okay? Another thing I want to notify you is that in the homework section of the class website, a rubric is included which shows how I will give you the grades. Okay? Now, before we do any exercises, if you have any inquiries, please ask me. I'll be happy to answer. Thank you.